So tell me about when you discovered that there's something going on a much deeper level that needs to be addressed.
It's kind of a special thing that's a memory for me that I feel like was one of the first times in my life as a young kid, kind of having one of those, It was when my grandmother, and even before my grandmother, my great grandmother, them saying, this person might have been acting this way, but we don't know what was going on with them. We don't know what happened for them in this today, or we don't know what was going on in their life, that maybe that's why they reacted that way. That it helped me go, there is a why behind it. There's something behind that. That has just been something that obviously has grown and blossomed into an entire, process that I've built most of what I do on. And people that know me well will be like, yeah, he's talking about the why behind everything again. But there's a why behind everything. And when it comes to behaviors, actions, lack of actions, however you want to term it, there's always a solid why behind that. When I kind of lump all the different types of people that I've worked with, there are things that are blocks for people. And when something is big enough that now you have to go around it because it's too big to deal with, you create a layer and a distraction. Each and every one of us has those moments in our life that are molding moments that, if they're not revisited, you start forgetting, why did that deviation even happen? You start forgetting who you actually are. You start forgetting, before this thing happened, I was this person. I was confident. I was, able to conquer the world, whatever. I was loved. You can go down a lot of different paths in that. But now the next layer becomes the why. It becomes the pattern builder. And that's part of life, right? That's part of going through the life's different experiences. But what do you do to get back to who you are? How do you get back to, before these things, this is how I operated? A lot of people understand relational struggles, relationships that have failed, relationships that have been, having hurt in them. And absolutely, there are patterns that are created based on that. You might be in a third relationship, but still treating your person like this way back here, first relationship that you had some hurt. But if you've never revisited that and gone through the process of understanding the why behind your actions and how you've been protecting yourself, how you've been going through the processes that say, I never want to feel that again, you will continue to move that forward into all your other relationships. And then we get to that point down the road and saying, I don't know why this isn't working as well as I wanted to. Hurt is a powerful, powerful, powerful tool to create a pattern. And when you create a pattern to avoid discomfort or hurt, that now becomes a far easier and bigger focus than the actual pain that caused the pattern. Not saying that we all have hurt that have created these kind of patterns, but at some point in life, highly, highly driven people have had something happen to them that they say, I will never be in a position to fail. Why? I will never be poor. I will never be second place. I will never, those kind of mentality builders that say, I'm going to be so driven that I don't have to deal with what it means to not succeed. That can be a positive example as well, right? I want to feel that again. And that's, I think, what we're talking about, bigger picture, is why do we do these things? What's behind these things that we have a hard time breaking patterns of craving, emotional eating, the things that really become this, I keep going back to this. And you might be looking at the third or fourth thing that's been built on top and thinking, oh, there it is. This is why I do this. And our psyche is a little bit like, no. This is one of the things up here, but you built this so you didn't have to deal with this. So you didn't have to deal with this. So you wouldn't feel this. Deconstruct to get to the heart of things. Now you can create a new path.
And so essentially, it's the fact that we have to face ourselves